Hello everyone, what's up? Struderz here, and we are back for episode number 5 of the Manager Career Mode in FIFA 16 featuring Middlesbrough. We ended episode number 4 on a great run. We made 3 wins, so that is an excellent start to the season now. We do sit in 5th place, 1-2 drawn 1. Let's hope we can keep this form going. We've got Hull City to play, the best team in this league so far. They've won all their games and they sit top of the table, but let's hope that we can match them and give them a really good challenge. Maybe we can get a point or even a win. But first, before we go into that game, I've got 2.2 million in the transfer budget. Well, actually almost 2.3 million now because of the sales that we have already made. We've still got a couple more transfer listed, so hopefully we can get these finances up even more. But what I'm going to do now is go for a couple of young strikers, which I'll show you right now. The first player I'm going for is a 70-year-old called Solanke. He plays for Vitesse, 68 rated. You would have seen him on a previous episode, but this time I'm going to go for him. His valuation is £1 million. He's obviously showing great potential because he's a very good rating for his age. The chief executive comments do say they're short on players, so we might have to pay over the odds for him. However, I'm still going to try my luck. I'm going to go in for a slightly below value offer of £800,000. Let's see what they come back with. Maybe they'll go over it, maybe they'll give us an offer, we'll see. And the second player, of course, is Zivkovic. This is a guy that I did have a transfer offer accepted earlier on in the series. However, I didn't have the money to buy him. So now we're going to put that offer back in. Hopefully they'll accept the same offer, which I think was actually about below $1 million, if I remember rightly. So hopefully they'll accept that, and then we can get this guy. Here's the one I favour over the other one. His stats just look slightly better in my opinion. But, you know, let's just see what he goes for. We're going to go for 900,000. Let's see what they say. But we're going to have to wait to see if these contracts are accepted. Now we're going to get to play Hull. You know, our biggest challenge of the season so far. Let's see if we can face up to the challenges of the tougher teams. And, you know, let's see if we can get some good points here. The starting lineup stays very similar. Ramirez does start on the bench. I've got Van der Beek in centre attacking mid. Obviously, as he's now up to a 70, he's looking much better. Bentley up to a 70 as well. Everything else stays the same. We've got Adamar on the right mid. I think that was a change that I made. But other than that, everything stays the same. So let's hope we can get this win. Let's go for it. Hull City got the best start to the game. Abel Hernandez shaking the post, hitting the crossbar and tearing the Middlesbrough defence apart. Definitely would have scored there if it wasn't for the post. Very else little happened in the second half. However, Jordan Rhodes having an opportunity on goal to score. However, the wet weather proving too much for him. He was not able to connect with the ball and it went miles wide. It wasn't until the 72nd minute where Middlesbrough had a really good shot on target here, but the keeper was equal to it. McGregor making a fantastic save and it kept it 0-0. But finally, Hull City had the break here, showing that they're not a push-around team. They managed to score in the 80th minute and they went 1-0 ahead. It was looking like Middlesbrough was going to get their first loss of the season. Middlesbrough didn't give up. They had another shot on target, but it was another great save by McGregor. It looked like McGregor was going to keep Hull City 1-0 up and they were going to win the game. But Middlesbrough persistence paid off in the 88th minute when Gastos Mirares got a fantastic header on the ball and made it 1-1. There was only a couple minutes left. The fans were ecstatic. The scenes were great. We were 1-1 against Hull away, and it looked like there was going to be a point saved for Middlesbrough. And that is how it ended. The game ended 1-1. I'm quite happy with a 1-1 draw. A point at Hull, probably the hardest team in the league. Away to Hull as well. This is an away game, so obviously when we're at home we will look to win this game, but it's a 1-1 draw for now. So 4 games, we're unbeaten so far in the Championship, 2 draws, 2 wins. So we're just going to advance some more now. Hopefully we can get these teams to come back with these transfer offers that we've made, and they have, and they've both been unacceptable unfortunately. Looks like Vitesse have indicated they want £2 million on Solanke. That's double his value, so that's quite an inflated price there. I only offered 800,000. I'm going to go up, but I'm not going to go up too much. I'm going to offer 1.3, I think. Still 700,000 less than what they want, but it is 300,000 more than what he's worth. And it's a 500,000 increase on my previous offer. So let's just see what they come back with on there. And Ajax with their another transfer offer unaccepted. They want 1.6 million. So this one looks like it's going to be the cheaper of the two. So let's go back with them with an offer of 1.2. Let's see, hopefully they can accept that. He's only on 2,000 salary a week, so it'll be easily affordable. Just advanced 2 more days. We're on the day where we've got to play Southampton, and it looks like both teams have already got back to us again, so there's going to be some quick negotiations going on here. It looks like Vitesse still want 2 million. They're not going down on their valuation here, so it looks like that is probably something we're not going to be going for, because look, we've got some good news. Ajax has actually accepted Zivkovic 1.2 million. That's amazing. Looks like we're going to be signing him. He's going to have great potential, only 18 years old, 68 rated. I'm sure he'll go straight up in the value and his overall. And I won't be hesitating to start him in the games. 68 rated, still not too bad for the Championship. I'm sure it won't be very long until we start seeing the 70s for him. So we're going to offer what he wants, which is 2,250,000 a week, which is what we offered him last time. But with the 5-year role, he's currently a sporadic first-team player. We'll put squad rotation, so he's got a better role. And we'll definitely be able to meet that role that they offered. We've also got a transfer offer for Jordan Rhodes. Now, I haven't been very impressed with the way Jordan Rhodes has been playing. He hasn't got any goals this season yet, and obviously we've just signed our young striker. If I did get rid of Rhodes, it would mean I'd be sending my best striker. However, I do have a couple of others in the team already who are 71 rated, so they can be our kind of rotational strikers, and then I can still rotate him with the youngster that I just bought. So I might sell this guy because they're offering 3.7 million. Now the board says I can get up to 4.6 million. This would be a great opportunity to get some massive funds into our budget, and we can make a couple more signings before the season ends. Before the transfer ends, not the season, obviously. So I think I'm going to actually counter offer here. They've offered 3.7. The chief executive says I could get up to 4.6. So I think I'm going to go 4.5 and see what they say. I think it's worth it. This is a good opportunity because Jordan Rhodes isn't going to stay in the team forever. He is 25 years old, 74 rated, so I can't imagine his growth is going to be overly amazing. So that's what's going to happen there. And the next day, QPR have already got back to us, and it looks like they're going to be matching it. So it looks like I could have maybe got more for him, but £4.5 million, that's amazing. I'm really happy to be taking £4.5 million. Although we are selling our best player, that's a lot of money. We can go and buy a first-team striker now if we want with that much money. So I'm going to start having a look around and see what we can get. Also, Zivkovic, great news, has accepted his contract. 5-year contract, so we're going to be taking him on straight away. So we've got him in for 1.2, and we sold Jordan Rhodes for 4.5. The difference of overall of 5, and obviously the youngster's going to go so much quicker than Jordan Rhodes. So I think we've made some great business there. Next up is our biggest game of the season against Southampton. I've made a few changes here. Zivkovic makes his first appearance of the season up front, Ramirez in centre attacking mid, Struderz replaces Adamar in the right midfield, and everything else stays the same. We've got the same defence, everything else. So let's really see how we can do. Hopefully we can get a good result against a really big team. A very entertaining game. Southampton did actually get a good start though, and they scored in the 10th minute, or actually just before the 10th minute, with a through ball to Shane Long, who puts it away very coolly. But Middlesbrough responded very well. We had a few good breaks. We did, unfortunately, in this opportunity, hit the post, so we came very close, but the score remained 1-0 to Southampton. Little else happened in the first half. However, now, Middlesbrough had a fantastic break. There was a great cross to Zivkovic and an equally great header, which made it 1-1. It was a great debut from Zivkovic, and he's got his first goal of the season. Southampton ramped up the pressure very quickly from that other goal, and they did hit the post, and then the rebound was tapped in, and it made it 2-1. 5 minutes later, in the 72nd minute, Yoshida brought our striker down, saw a yellow card, and it was a penalty for us, so we had a great opportunity to make it 2-2, and the game fully well on. Struderz stepped up to take the penalty. He was the best penalty taker on the starting 11, and he put it away very nicely. Nice cool penalty, and the keeper didn't even move. Consequently, the game ended 2-2 in 90 minutes. Southampton made a very bright start to extra time, threatening the goal after 4 minutes. Middlesbrough team showed great character here. We kept pushing, kept going, and we did manage to see the break, and we got our third goal to make it 3-2, and it was another goal for Zivkovic, his second goal in his first ever appearance for Middlesbrough. What a start to the season he was having for Middlesbrough. And what a debut. 5 minutes later, Gaston Ramirez sealed the victory for Middlesbrough. It was a great shot from just inside the penalty box, and it made it 4-2. The game was over. And that's how it ended, 4-2. What a game. It was really, really well contested here, and we showed our resolve against a strong Premier League team. We won the game. It wasn't easy. We were looking like losing at some points, but we fought on, we showed great character, and it finished 4-2, and we advanced in the Capital One. Wow, what a fantastic game that was, and it's great to see Zivkovic get into an amazing start just on the first game. Jordan Rhodes not being able to score at all this season. Zivkovic stands in, an 18-year-old, and scores 2 goals against Southampton. What a great day that was. And it looks like we've got a transfer offer here for James Husband, who is another person I have transfer listed. 400,000 offered, a value of 425. I think I'll just go ahead and accept that. I'm not going to mess around. That's still a fairly good offer in my opinion. He's not going to get any game time, so we'll accept that straight away. Looks like we got Reece Williams leaving on international duty. Not really one of the best players in my squad anyway, so I'm not bothered about that. And I've got a couple more final scout reports, which I might show you later. Next game is against Ipswich at home, a game that I'm going to be simulating. Hopefully we can get another win, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Obviously Ipswich aren't too bad of a team, but they've lost their last 2 or 3 games, got the one win, all 1-0 victories. Well, one was 1-0 victory, the other 1-0 losses. So they've only scored 1 goal in the last 3 games as well. So fingers crossed, we've got a good team here. I've started a good lineup. Let's see what we can get here. And the game's just going to be starting now. I'm going to let it run for a little bit, see if we get any early goals. Nothing coming through, so now I'm going to skip. We lose 2-1. Damn it. Looks like I'm going to be cursed on the simulations here. Ramirez getting the goal, but unfortunately they got 2 goals, so we lose and picking up 2 yellow cards in the process. Well, that loss really hurt us here. We've gone down to 10th now after 5 games on 8 points. Of course, we're only 2 points away from 3rd though, so not all bad, but you know, looking at the table, 10th is not where we want to be. We're looking for automatic promotion. That is our goal. That is the objectives that we've been set. So it looks like we're going to have to start looking to get on a run of winning. Just jumping into some player training now. Let's hopefully see if we get any growth here. Excellent. Maring going up to a 73, the 18-year-old left back. He's looking fantastic, and I'm sure he's going to grow very well. Everyone else not having great growth there. Some Bs, couple of Ds, so it's not too bad. Now we're just going to advance to the next game, which is Huddersfield. But first, actually, looks like we've got to go past the final transfer deadline day. So let's see what we can do on the final day. Got a couple of emails through straight away on the first of the transfer deadline day, and it looks like we've got 2 players sold. The first one, James Husband, going for 400,000. We get allocated £350,000 for us, which is great. And Jordan Rhodes has been sold. We got 4.5 million for him. We got allocated 3.8 million, so that's really going to bump up our transfer budget for this final transfer deadline day. Maybe we can make a signing. And it looks like we also got a transfer offer for Jonathan Byrne, another person that I have transfer listed. He's only 58 rated, 20 years old, so he's not going to see any game time here. So I'm going to accept this offer. I'm sure Yeovil will be very happy for me to be accepting their offer of 40,000 below, but I'm happy just to offload him and free up a bit of cash. And before I do any advancing, just kind of having a quick look at the finances, and we've got over £5 million in transfer budget with a £56,000 wage, which is great. That's at 64-36 split. So, you know, I could increase that budget all the way up to 8 million, or we could go all the way down and have some loads of budget. So, you know, it's looking good for this final day. So I'm going to leave it at this 5.3 million. Let's see if we can find any good players and make some offers. The first transfer offer I'm going to make is for Alex Iwobi from Arsenal. He's 19 years old, 69 rated. He's going to have some great growth in him, and although his position is a left midfield, and I do have a young left midfielder I've bought, he's a very versatile player. He can play left midfield, right midfield, or striking options. So he would be a good backup striker to Zivkovic, or even rotated with him because they're both similar ratings. And also I can play Iwobi down the wings as well if I need him to cover any of them. So he's going to be a great player to fill in for any of those gaps if I get any injuries or just on a rotational basis. So he's going to be someone I'm going to go for. He's up for loan at the moment. So what I'm going to do is try and get him on a loan. Obviously I'll be able to do that, but with a future fee set. I'm not going to be buying him right now because I want to actually make a slightly bigger purchase, which I'll show you in a second. But if we can get him on a future fee, obviously we need to make sure we've got the funds. That would be great. Obviously, if I don't have the money at the end, then we'll have to let him go. But I think if we get him for free right now, obviously we have to pay the salary. I think that would be a smart move. So he's worth 1.2. We're going to have to offer a bit more than that. We'll go 1.4, see if they accept. Reece Oxford is the next guy that we're going to go for a loan to buy option. So he's already up for loan, so hopefully we'll be able to get him quite easily. We just need to make sure that we set the correct future fee. I'm going to go for 900, not 900,000, that's a bit high actually. It's only 650, isn't it? So I'm going to go 800,000. I think that's a good offer. It's quite above his value, although by the end of the season he probably would be worth quite a lot more than that. So let's hopefully see if they can go ahead with that. Now, the big purchase that I'm going to go for, or one of them, is Nabil Bentaleb. He plays for Tottenham. He's 74 rated, 20 years old. So obviously he's not going to be a first team player in the Tottenham squad. As you can see, he's a squad rotation player. They do indicate that he's going to be worth more than what his valuation is because of the length of the contract. But I'm going to try my luck here. I'm going to go in at 3 million. Let's see what the negotiations turn out to be like. And the next person is Cosiello. He plays for Nice, only 19 years old, 72 rated. He's got 3 years left on his contract. He says he's one of the key roles at the club, so he is an important first team player, so that might be a hurdle we need to try and get over. But I'm going to go and match their valuation, which is 2.5 million, and let's see where these negotiations lead us. But they're the only negotiations that I'm going to trigger at the moment. We're going to just advance and let's see what comes through. We've got 6 emails here, so looks like there might be quite a few things going on. I did make an inquiry for Lord Nicholas Bentner, of course. I did actually hear that he does have some really good potential for some reason, so I just did inquire him. I don't actually have the stats on him, but shall I actually make a cheeky offer? See what they say, 3.5 million? I don't know, let's just see. Anyway, we got a transfer unacceptable for Cosiello. They want 4.6 million. That's a lot of money. That's not a good start. That's almost double what he's worth. I'll knock this up to 3 million, and let's see if we can bring that price down that they want. Spurs again have declined, although they have set their price tag slightly lower for a player that is worth slightly more. So it looks like actually this one might be possible here. We might be able to meet in the middle. I'll notch it up to 3.5 million. I don't want to prolong this negotiation too long because obviously we're going to run out of time. Our loan to buy offer for Reece Oxford. Let's see what he says. They're reviewing it, which probably usually means yes. And the same with Arsenal as well. So it looks like we're going to be getting Reece Oxford and Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi's going to be a big buy here, I think, for me. And I know Reece Oxford has got fantastic potential. Especially in 2 to 3 years' time. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get through this far before FIFA 17 actually comes out. But he is an amazing buy. If you're thinking of who to get for a young centre back, Reece Oxford is always the one. He's amazing, and you will be able to get him in the first season for a good price. And Jonathan Byrne has been sold to Yeovil Town. We've been given 90,000, not a lot, but you know, every little helps. And obviously, we still get the wages freed up as well from that. But back to the main screen now. We're going to keep advancing. Hopefully a lot more is going to come through. We've got 5 more emails, so it looks like the negotiations are going on quite quickly and swiftly here. Looks like Nicholas Bentner won't be joining us for 3.5 million. I'm just going to mess around with this, see if they accept. I don't think we'll be buying him anyway. And another unacceptable offer for Cosiello. They still say 4.6, but Spurs have accepted 3.3 million. So actually it looks like we are going to make our signing here. His wage is high. Let's not ignore that, but still 3.3 million for a 20-year-old 74 rated. That is a great buy, I think. You know, by the end of the season, I'm sure he'll be at least a 76, 77 and be worth probably about £5 million. So let's try and get him on a 5-year contract here. We are going to have to offer him a crucial first team, I think, but I'm happy to do that. He'll fall straight into the team. He'll be one of the highest rated players in the squad. Loan to buy bid decision. This looks like they have gone ahead, they've accepted it, and so is Arsenal. So we'll be taking both of these people in. We need to make sure that we've got 2.2 million to be able to acquire both of these players at the end of the season, which I intend to do. So let's just go and accept both of them now. Welcome to the club, Reece Oxford. And we're going to go to Alex Iwobi, and welcome to the club, Alex Iwobi. Great buy, Alex Iwobi. Like I said previously, he's got great versatile abilities, left mid, right mid, striker. He's going to be a great person to dot around, fill in, and hopefully grow to be a first team player. Oh, I've just advanced another hour and we've had a transfer offer accepted for Nicholas Bentner for 3.7 million. I've just bought the other guy, so I can't afford him. But it looks like we could have got Bentner. Lord Bentner could have joined our club. He must be at least a 99 rated, surely. But yeah, his wages is high as well. But maybe we can get him later on. I don't know. I don't actually know what he's even rated at the moment because he's still been scouted. So we're going to ignore that. And a contract offer declined for Bentaleb. So a hurdle now. They reviewed the contract offer of the agent and can't agree to the conditions because the league, our club, is not prestigious enough. Oh no. So. Will I be able to convince him by upping the wages, or is he just going to keep saying it's not prestigious enough? Oh, come on, this is not good. We're going to have to up this now. We don't really have much time either, so I'm just going to go 35,000, 5 years, crucial first team. If he doesn't accept that, then we've got a big problem on our hands. We're going to have to be looking at someone else. So let's hopefully see if he gets back straight away and gets the accepted contract. We've got one email, is it from him? It is, and he's accepted. Excellent. Well, that's a relief. I didn't want to have to be messing around with looking for another person with only about 6 hours left. So I'm glad to be taking him on, and it looks like we've got a 74 rated, so that's going to really help us in the season ahead. And it looks like nothing else is coming through. I'm just advancing through the hours, not getting any emails now. And if there's nothing through now, nothing's going to happen. Nope, nothing. So that's the end of the transfer window. So we made a great sign in there. I'm very happy with what we've done in this transfer window. We've picked up about 5 or 6 players now. 4 emails did come through at the end. I did just try requesting more money. Again, they declined it. But we will be able to get some money off the board come January transfer window because I would have proven myself to them, so to say. Like say, you can't get any money off them in the first transfer window. But that's that. So the transfer deadline days ended. £92 million spent on that day. Let's see if we've got anything else. Oh, we've got a player conversation as well about road spot. Looks like Solar wants to take that, but unfortunately, it looks. I think Zivkovic owns that spot on our team. So if you didn't know already, at the end of every month, that is when the player's growth goes up, if it goes up at all. So the month's ended now, of course, because now it's September from the January the August deadline day. So it's the 1st of September, and now we've actually had quite a few players go up in their growth. And I'm just going to take you through it now. Daniel Bentley's gone up 1, so he's up to a 70 rated. Callas has gone up 1, who's a 72 rated. Ayala's gone up 1 as well, 73 rated, so that's good. Williams hasn't gone up, but he's in bad form and he's 27 years old, so that's not a surprise. Marin went up, as you saw earlier in this episode, from the player training, so he's 73 rated. Clayton still 72. Bantaleb is up to a 75, so he's now worth 3.8 million, and we paid 3.3 million. So that the matter of a day, he's gone up to 75. If that was the case prior, if he was a 75, I would probably had to have paid over £4 million for him. So we've got a great deal there, even if he doesn't get on with the team and have to sell him. We're in pretty much a profit with him. Donny van der Beek's gone up another one, so he's gone up 2 already, and we've only just got into September. He's 71 rated now, looking fantastic. Stuwani's 71. Zivkovic has gone up 1 as well. He's a 69. Look at that. 1 game, 2 goals. Amazing. Aarons is still a 72. He went up earlier in this series. Obviously, he's 30. Ignore him. Desart has gone up 1, 20 years old. Alex Iwobi went up 1 as well. So we bought him at a 69 rated a day before, and now we've got him. He's 70 rated. So he's worth 1.5 million. Hopefully, that's not going to cause a problem too much when it comes to paying our final fee at the end of the season, because the club can decide to just keep them, and I think it's 1.2 million that we're going to be hopefully paying for him. If he's a 73, 74 rated worth 3 million, are they actually going to set 1.2? We might get lucky, we might not. We'll have to wait for that. Gaston Ramirez has gone up 1. Of course, he's only a loanee, but he's going to have a great impact this season. He's still going to be very useful in the team. He might even be an 80 by the end of the season at this rate, but he's scored 3 goals already this season, as you can see, and 78 rated. He's miles ahead of everyone else at the moment. Adama hasn't gone up at all, but he's 27. Ensu, nothing. Got a couple of young players going up as well, but nothing of too much of interest. Reece Oxford there. A few of his stats gone up, but overall hasn't, so he's 65 rated still. And then, is there anything else? Nothing too interesting. Baptiste gone up 1. He hasn't actually played a game, so I don't know how he's managed to do that. And then we've got people on loan. We've got 8 players out on loan. None of them that I actually did. That was just part of the game. But that's pretty much all the interesting players done anyway. So that's that. So I am going to sim this next game against Huddersfield because they are one of the weaker teams in the Championship. I did sim the last game and we did lose, so I am taking a bit of a risk here. But I do need to get this season moving along, and I believe we've got a lot of a stronger club than them now. We've got Zivkovic up front, who's 69 rated. We've got Ramirez. We've got Bantaleb, who's going to make his start to the season. Obviously, we've got a whole range of great bench, 74, 71s, and a 70. So I think we'll be fine here. Hopefully, we can get a good result in this simulation game. So here we are, it's going to be the last game of the episode. I'm going to end this episode straight away after this game. So let's hopefully we can end this on a high, please. I know it's away as well, I am taking a risk, I know I am, but let's just hope. I'm going to keep this going for a little bit again. I got a yellow card. Anything else? No goals yet. I'm going to skip. Oh, it's a 1-1 draw and we've got an injury. Gaston Ramirez picking up the goal early on, but they did respond in the 66th minute, and we've got an injury. Ayala. He is one of the first team starters, but he isn't one of the youngest either, I don't think. So, although it's going to be a bit annoying. Oh, it's only 2 days. It's only 2 days. It's not nothing to worry about. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day. Bye for now.